Hey guys, it's Carl Brown for GuitarLessons365.com. Today we're going to learn how to play Good Times, Bad Times by Led Zeppelin. So it's got a couple of tricky little riffs in here, and there's some use of kind of Hendrixy kind of thumb chords. Well, you know we all love those. So let's hop right into it. The intro is just going to be, basically you can play the full major chord sometimes. It's at the 7th fret here, and then barring across the 9th fret on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings, with the low E string in there. Now you can hit that twice. Sometimes you just hit the power chord, which means you don't hit the 2nd string. So you just hear the bottom notes. You don't hear that top note. But a lot of times he does hit that top note. So that's the intro. He's just hitting that a couple times, and then we get into the main riff when the vocals come in, which I just played in the intro. So that's going to start the same way. Slide it down. Then play this power chord at the 5th fret. Now we're going to play the 5th fret on the A string, 7th fret on the D and the G. Pick the A string, D, and the G string, back to the D string, back to the G, and back to the D. So that's kind of palm muted. And you can tell he's borrowing this note because these two kind of ring together when he's playing it. Then you're going to real quickly shift back and play the 5th fret here on the A string, jump back to the 4th fret on the D string, and play the 7th on the D string. So we have this. One more time, slow. And then you just play 4 on the A, 5, 6. And then back to those two opening chords. So it's a little bit tricky with that kind of muted arpeggiated picking. It's a little bit quick. But just kind of break it down like we just did and just get through it slow, and then you probably put it together pretty quick. All right, so the next part is just the chorus, and this is where those thumb chords come into play. He's going to start here. Now, that ending right there is, there's two different versions of that, so we'll talk about both of those. But we're going to start with this first chord, this A major chord. You're going to have your thumb at the 5th fret on the low E string, and then 5th fret on the B, 6th fret on the G, 7th fret on the D. Take it down to the 3rd fret, same chord, but you're going to add your pinky on the high E string at the 5th fret. So we have this. Hit that, and then you jump back here to the 2nd fret, and you're going to play this D chord basically with this F sharp in the bass. 2nd fret second finger at the 3rd fret on the B string, 1st fret on the G, 2nd fret on the G, 4th fret on the D, with your thumb still on this low E string on the 2nd fret. So we have. Now, if you really want to just not do the chords like this, you can do so a standard A bar chord to a G, and then you can do a D chord like this. So you can just make it a full bar chord. The only note you'll be missing is that top, the 5th fret there on the G. So I mean, it's up to you. I know a lot of people don't like using no thumb, but that's how he does it, so that's why I'm showing it that way. Then after doing it a couple times, we do this. So it's just basically the B major chord, and then an open A back into the chord. Okay, so that is the first chorus. The second chorus, though, instead of doing this part, he goes. So he does some full chords there instead. So that's the B chord to the A major and then the E major. So that's going to be, All right, so that's the kind of the chorus a little bit later in the song, just so you'll know when you hear something different from that one. All right, so all we have really left to talk about, except for the guitar solos, which, by the way, if you want to learn the solos, just make sure this video gets a lot of likes. If it gets a lot of attention and people sound like they like it, I'll go ahead and I'll teach the solos. It's got some really cool solos in them. But then we have the second verse, which has a different riff here, and this will be the last one we take a look at. So here we go. All right, so this one jumps around a lot. I'm going to start with a power chord at the 2nd fret on the low E string. Then we're going to hop up here to the 9th fret. You're going to bar the 9th fret across the D and the G strings, and you're going to play the 11th fret across the D and the G's above it. You're going to pick those, pull off to the bar you have, and then play those 2 11ths again. So we have this. Then jump back here. You're going to play those same 2 chord shapes, 4th fret, and then the 2nd fret across the D and the G. Pick the 4th fret again and slide it up 2 frets. Now sometimes I'll pick both of these, or sometimes I'll just pull off down here. So just do whatever you feel like doing. All right, so it's a nice, fun one to play. It's a nice, popular Led Zeppelin song. The solos are the highlight of this, though. So, like I said, if you guys want to do it, make sure this video gets a lot of likes, and it lets me know that you guys want to see more of it, and make sure I don't waste time tracking down all those solos and getting it note for note on video for you. All right, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.